Behind these hidden cameras are some panic-stricken residents of Mongo, a locality in Peka 14 in Douala, leading to Bonepopa. They are afraid to speak out on the rising insecurity in their neighborhoods for fear of being attacked. At Mongo, there is no specific hour as hitmen raid during broad daylight. The bandits have devised new techniques by breaking the walls of houses, leaving them with holes through which they easily penetrate and completely empty the house of its contents. Such is carried out when the house owner are away for work. At a certain hour, from 10 p.m., bandits invade our neighborhood. They snatch ladies' handbags and other belongings. Imagine someone leaves for work and only return discovers a hole on his wall. There are lots of bandits here. They break into people's houses at any time and attack people even during the day. Insecurity is alarming here. Many say insecurity is further fueled by constant electricity cuts that leaves neighborhoods in darkness. We are constantly faced by what I call electricity crisis. These two contribute to the growing insecurity. Following numerous complaints, the Gendarmerie command post in Lokbesu orchestrated a massive raid in the area. Scores of uniformed officers stormed the area the other day. They questioned almost everyone. The entire neighborhood was blocked for hours. No one went out, nor came in. While wishing for more gendarmerie operations in the area, the people of Mongo and its environs now live in the constant fear of being attacked and assaulted at home, at the job sites, or on the streets. Ibrahima Saidou, the Prime Minister of the Lamido of Ngaoundere, has strongly refuted claims linking him to an alleged letter that has gone viral on social media. Saidou categorically denies any association with the letter and states that it was maliciously created and disseminated without his consent. I don't know where it comes from. Luckily, I am beside the Lamido. I just noticed him about the problem. The correspondence addressed to Prime Minister Bangangte recommended a thorough investigation of the Lamido of Ngaoundere with the intention of removing him from his position. Saidou emphasizes that he has always maintained a respectful and collaborative relationship with the Lamido and that such an action will contradict his principles and beliefs. He demands a transparent investigation to identify the person responsible for this act, aimed at creating confusion with the Lamidat. Everyone with the Lamido, we have the chance to have a good Lamido. The person who did this act will answer to justice. Authorities are currently carrying out investigation to uncover the origins of the alleged letter. The figures are alarming as violence against women is on the rise in Cameroon, with the year 2023 drawing to a close. Some 57 cases of femicides have been recorded in Cameroon. The statistics are from Cliquez, a platform that specializes on women and children's rights and gender violence. As concerns femicides, we have registered 56 cases in just 266 days and 57 cases since the start of the year. And since yesterday, we've had an alert of 4 cases of domestic violence. According to Cliquez, fear and gaze of society are among the many reasons causing women not to denounce. I would say there are no measures to accompany women who are victims of violence. When she denounces, goes to the media, report the husband,
What next? When she goes back home, she's severely battered by the same man. When you complain, you are being judged by the society.
Why are you not married? Now that you have been married and you are a victim of violence, you want to return back. But the same people are the one that will tell you that don't go, that is marriage. You must support it. Some of them are like this. But the second thing I want to say, many women, they find themselves difficult to live where they have invested all their lives.
The absence of accompanying measures on the part of government when a few victims denounce has further compelled most to die in silence.
To begin, when they think about it, it's really difficult. And when child are there, you must find a stronger woman to take that decision. So it's very difficult for many to live at that time. But the last thing is also fear. Women fear a lot.
Continuer à se taire.
Keeping quiet and not talking is not a solution. She must look for a means to break the silence. Society does not at all seek ways to solve problems. Rather, they are judging. And that's why we need to continue in our sensitization against domestic violence. Cameroon's penal code punishes anyone who through violence or assault involuntarily causes the death of another with imprisonment of 6 to 20 years. Women have been called to save their lives by breaking the silence rather than dying in marriage.
Considered the oldest profession on planet Earth and prohibited by Article 343 of the Cameroonian Penal Code, prostitution has developed taproots in Bangangte. Formerly, Bangangte was reputed for dignified commercial sex, but this dynamics has changed with teens and the age buying and selling sex at sunset. Sex is sold like hotcakes on the street. Apparently, when you see them during the day, you can't believe that they are prostitutes. Sometimes, when I see them at night, I ask lots of questions. At times, you don't even have taste for them anymore because anyone goes in there and come out. People you can't even imagine. It is really bad. The most vulnerable are exposed to abuses and attacks. I promise not to do prostitution again because there are a lot of risk in it. Look at my neck. Last time, the man pressed me so hard that I had a wound. The wound just got dry. There are lots of risk in it. Sometimes I can have like 4 to 5 men. It is not good. It destroys you internally. This has pushed the administration to clean the area, leading to the arrest of 11 of the commercial sex workers and their accomplices in crimes, among them a nursing mother. For the moment, I was obliged to win him because it is not easy to go and sleep with different men and then come back to breastfeed my baby. Each time I come, I take a bath before lying by him to avoid him getting breaths of different men. There are hopes the security operatives will go a long way to reduce the rate of insecurity in Bangangte.
They are retired but not tired, moving from holding guns to holding holes, cutlasses and other equipments. These retired military officers getting fully involved into agriculture. The over 90 ex-servicemen trained for 10 days at the Obala Agricultural Institute as they live with transformed minds.
I was traveling distance upon distance, not knowing what to do actually on my retirement. Coming here, I have learned much about how to cultivate the watermelon, the corn, everything, plantation, yams. Just around me, I have a lot of potential which can make me extend my life by living on those agricultural development around me. Of which if I was just staying, eating, sleeping, I would develop a lot of sickness and die before time.
The initiative by the Ministry of Defense is geared towards rendering them productive and self-sustainable.
The objective of this training is to give them an added value in domains of agricultural, in agricultural domains, in animal breeding, fishing, and all the domains that you know that can help them improve their retirement. The program was created to give us an autonomous budget so that we can better prepare their retirement.
This is the second batch of the transformation exercise, with the first group already exploring on the fields.
Be it in local markets or in supermarkets, the proliferation of counterfeit milk products is alarming. A typical example are these sweetened condensed milk brands. The information on the etiquettes do not conform to norms regulating the sector. The denunciation and condemnation of such products by the National Chambers of Consumers' Rights Association in Cameroon follows multiple complaints from the population who consume them daily without distinguishing the good from the bad sweetened milk products. Objective here is to sensitize consumers by this condensed milk. We have different brands that we have presented here today. We do not meet the norms and regulations guiding the sector. These milk brands are not of good quality in terms of etiquette and its content. And the information on the etiquette are equally misleading. Reason why we are blowing the alarm and want Cameroonians to be on the alert. It is within this context that the Consumers' Rights Association of Cameroon is drawing the attention of the public on the etiquette, insisting the products must conform with the insignia NC, insinuating standardization.
Declarations are made by the importer and verification from the customs administration are made on the etiquette that is posed on the product. And the declaration is validated on the basis of the specificities posed on the etiquette.
On how these products infiltrated the country, the Customs Administration could hardly explain.
Customs Administration is all hands on deck to make sure that poor milk is not distributed within the Cameroon economy. Firstly, we know the Cameroon Customs Administration is having the mobile brigade and the various brigades and a special operation.
The importation of illicit condensed milk, according to experts, slowed down the economy. In 2019, 14,099 tons were imported in the country and 10,605 tons in 2021. At a press conference Wednesday, November 23, consumers have been told to pay attention to this illicit condensed milk. They sound to announce the very first multiple installment type bond loan registered and presented on the Central African financial markets, and the second public offering operation of the state of Cameroon since the merger of the financial markets in July 2019. The Cameroon government hopes to mobilize 150 billion francs CFA from the financial markets, which launched subscription in the month of June 2023. At the close of the operation registered by the African Financial Market Surveillance Commission, CONSUMAV, an oversubscription of 17.51% was raised.
We receive 4 lines of bond issues, and those 4 lines growing up the capitalization of our markets. We add more than 172 billion CFA francs in the capitalization.
At this first listing ceremony of security bonds, ECMR 2023, with multiple installments at the Stock Exchange Office in Douala, the consortium of arrangers and lead managers announced that transactions will henceforth take place from Mondays to Fridays instead of 3 days. Investors have been given a wide range of opportunities with capital repayment spanning from 3 to 8 years, with interest rates from 5.8% to 7.25%.
This is the very innovation bonds, and because the issue rise one amount, but with different maturities and 4 maturities. And this is a very specific innovation operation transaction in our market.
The funds raised from these securities with multiple installments will be used to finance certain projects included in Cameroon's 2023 finance law. They include, amongst others, projects in the water and energy, public works, urban planning, transport, and reconstruction of disaster areas in the northwest and southwest regions.
Canal.